All right, fine. I'll be a gracious host. How you doing?
Little Mermaid is the scariest Disney movie by far, though.
Why the hell is Ace Blade in your Kickstarter?
Some comics. I'm getting controversial today. We're gonna get controversial today with.
My proudest moment is this interview and being able to talk to you two.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Taurus Comics in collaboration with Fourth Wall Productions respectfully brings to you the 129th episode of the Four Tales podcast. I'm your host, Kyrun Silva. Down there is the Lilac Bard of Ace Blade, Danny J. Quick, and together we are your two award-winning Blurred comic creators here to help you find your next favorite comic. That was Danny's phone, not mine, so I just want to let that be clear. We are live on the Age to Geekdom Network by Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, and I don't know about TikTok. Possibly TikTok, maybe. Okay, yep. Yes. So if you're listening or watching us live, thank you for your support, but don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and review our podcast because all your positive reviews and interactions help us reach a bigger audience.
I don't know how to silence my laptop from the notification from my phone because I silence my phone notifications, but the laptop still rings. That's really weird.
Okay, boomer.
Literally, I don't know how to do it, and I just haven't. But I have been feeling like that lately. Like I've been feeling like a old head because I've been trying to figure out this software, this construct software, and I'm like, who has time to learn this stuff?
Okay, so per Google, you click the Apple menu, select system settings, go to focus.
You're going too fast. Hold on. Click the Apple menu, system settings,
focus.
I don't. Siri, internet. It's not in alphabetical order.
Why?
There is no focus.
Okay. All right. Wait, what about this thing? System settings and notifications?
I'll find it. Just go on with the show.
All right. Well, I don't even know what we're going to do then if you're not going to pay attention because...
I'm paying attention. I'm just trying to learn at the same time.
All right. Well, you know what? I apologize because I hate Macs and Apple products, so I probably shouldn't have been helping you anyways. I really did. But what's up, man? How you been?
Hey, man, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing all right. I've been in my brain too much lately, but life is good, man. So I'm happy. How about you? How you been doing?
I'm all right. I'm tired. I had a 3-hour meeting today.
For the new job?
No, for the current thing I'm doing for the Crocker Museum.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, but I haven't heard back on the new job, so we'll see.
Okay.
But wait, let's step back. You said a lot of things been going on in your mind. You and I had a conversation about something you had on your mind yesterday.
Yeah.
Any updates on that? And I don't want to say what it was, but
I literally started on the first stage of it.
Oh.
And
the whole stage?
Yeah, like I started on the first stage of it, just as just to learn the software, I'll say. And it's not hard. It's not hard. It does take some effort in sitting down and focusing for a little bit, which is not my strong suit right now, which I don't have time for right now. All my kids just went back to school, and but being able to sit down for a couple of hours, I think we can make something pretty cool. So, yeah, I'm gonna be working on it. This is one of those things that you can do something pretty cool with a limited number of people. The software is called Construct. Tion is asking from TikTok, and yes, trying to make a video game. That wasn't me.
That was my own.
Time to eat.
First that table.
I love it. But yeah, man, I'm having fun with it. So
I didn't think you would tell people what you were doing until you knew for sure what you were trying to do.
nah, I've been saying that. I've been saying this for a long time, but like literally this week, maybe it's just this time of year, because literally this week, all the like the old pixel art that I've been putting up has been popping up in my memories. Like the pixel art that I had somebody do on Fiverr 2 years ago for not this game that I'm making, but the game that I eventually want to make popped up in my feed. And I was like, bro, like maybe it's just the time of year that I'm thinking about making video games, because this has been a recurring thing. Like one was like 6 years ago and one was 3 years ago at this time. I'm like, dang, what is going on with the fall season or the end of the summer?
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
So, if people are commenting in Facebook, it's not working on my personal account.
It's not.
Nope. But if they go to Freestyle Comics, which we're broadcasting there, it's working there.
It's weird. This thing is it's weird, man. I don't know.
I don't know, man. First we lost Twitter.
Yeah.
Now we're losing Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think maybe y'all should just watch us on YouTube.
Yeah, that's really what it is. We're really just gonna have to focus on YouTube and make that special.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, so you gave out the big news. You're making a video game. I'm assuming it's an Ace Blade video game.
Yes. All the games I make will be Ace Blade games. I think it's, and this is what we're going to talk about later, but I really feel like today you have to dedicate your time to. Oh, there's Fish.
Fish. Wait, Fish. Where are you commenting on, Fish, so we can know what's working, what's not working?
He must have went over to Freestyle. He must have went over there.
Probably.
But I feel like the only way to get to a Todd McFarlane level or a what's your guy's name? Robert Kirkman level, like you got to focus on one property above all, and just run with it and put out content for that thing, and the other stuff that you make can be cool stuff. Like I still would Ballad of Black Rose is still going to be a thing, and King Supreme, and all the other fourth wall stuff that I want to do. But I got to focus on Ace Blade in order to make it into something before I die. I feel like I have to focus on that and build it into something that will last for long enough. Because if I try to do 10 different stories, hoping that one of them will pop off, no, I'm just going to focus on the one and make sure it works. Right.
I mean, I get that. You have so many ideas, and I understand focusing on just Ace Blade because it's your biggest sell. I mean, people are just gonna buy Ace Blade no matter what Ace Blade does. You could do the Ace Blade musical, and people will buy it. I don't know why, but
it's coming though. It's coming.
But there is this idea that people want to see other things that you create. They want to see the other ideas that come out your head.
Yeah, for sure.
But going back to your idea of Todd McFarlane and Kirkman, I think those are two different ways of approaching things. Todd McFarlane
has multiple
came out
things.
from.
Yeah.
Huh?
Kirkman has multiple things too that worked for him.
All right, hold on. There. Say hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Danny said, "How are you doing?" Good. How are you?
It's time to eat.
He's about to leave.
Oh,
he's just saying bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Have a good night. Was that a hug?
I know.
From a teenage son? What?
Well, he's not a teenager anymore.
He's 20?
He's 21.
Oh my God. You're old.
Oh. Yeah.
You are
Don't
old.
do anything stupid, please.
I don't do stupid things. So.
Wait, you didn't know he was 21?
I thought he was still a teenager. I feel like he just graduated. Have I known you that long?
Wait, we talked about that like before. We
Bruh,
Facebook friends for 6 years now.
bruh, this is crazy. This is
Uh,
crazy.
Fish
You're-
said that Kirkman was grinding. And okay, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Two different ideas of how you do that. Yes, McFarlane focused strictly on Spawn, but that was after also building a great career with Spider-Man,
Right.
and becoming one of the biggest names out there. Kirkman, though, he grinded. He grinded hard too. If you really look back at what he did before Walking Dead popped off, before Invincible popped off, he was doing so many different books and barely making. I think the first thing that really got, I could be wrong, I think the first thing that got people's attention was his Marvel Zombies. And it was from there people said, oh, this is the dude that did Marvel Zombies. He's also doing The Walking Dead. Let me look at that. Because like when Walking Dead first came out, it was not this big smash. It took a while for the momentum to pick up on it, which is why the first back issues for that were outrageous. So I think two different ways of looking at it. I was watching a YouTube video the other day about Steven Stern. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Mm-mm.
He created the comic book Zen, the Intergalactic Ninja.
Okay.
That might be before you got into comics. Zen was very popular back in the mid '90s. You would actually like him. I think he's a ninja from another planet. I don't remember if he's bluish purple.
I see him. Zen, the Intergalactic Ninja. Was this a Nintendo game? This says
he blew up enough to where he got a Nintendo game. Wow. I think he had his own cartoon. He had a bunch of toy figures because this was around the time when Ninja Turtles was still really big too. Mm-hmm. So companies were licensing anything that involved martial arts and weird looking creatures.
I like it.
But he said in this video that he sold over 3 million copies of his books over time. And he was like, he did it through different channels. He used the newsstand option. He used variant cover artists, to attract people, and then still use I don't want to say the worst artist, but the not so popular artist for the interior covers to save costs. So I mean, I think there are definitely different ways. I think for you though, sticking with Ace Blade is fine.
Yeah, I think because for me, I think because Ace Blade, we got the most issues for Ace Blade, and I already have a lot planned for Ace Blade. I think that's but still I'm gonna be making other stuff. Like I'm not gonna stop. I got too many ideas, man. I don't know if you saw, I posted a TikTok the other day. I was like, bro, this has to stop.
So do you just wake up one morning and be like, oh, I got this idea, and then just start jumping on that? Is that how that works?
Oh. So me, Morgan, Wally, and Roland, we have a text group, and they
I'm not in that text group. It's the editor in chief of the company is just not in that text group either. Okay, all right.
It's the Bequest text group. So, but we thanks, Janice, appreciate that. But they literally have to stop me from doing things. Like they're like, hey, Danny, we know you got an idea. Cool it, cool it out. Tiana, my wife, literally has to do the same thing. I'll tell her an idea literally 3 times a week or more, 3+ times a week. I'm gonna say, yo, I got this idea for this thing that I want to do. It might be a TikTok. It might be a new comic book. It might be I told my wife, I have this idea that I want to shoot commercials for stuff that I use, that I parody commercials for items online. Like I did one for game detergent, and the whole thing was I'm too broke to buy Tide, so I bought Game. Just comedy commercials for comedy commercials. And I was like, this would be a great idea for somebody to just do a video series of things that they enjoy or things that they use, but there's a funny reason why they use it. You know what I'm saying? Like I would use Tide, but Tide is like $20 when I can get Gain for 10. And Gain is just fine. It's just fine. It's not Tide, but it's just fine.
I can't do that. I cannot do that. I don't. My anxiety kicks in too much. Like I marvel at how you'll just throw anything out on TikTok and just
Why?
start.
Why does your anxiety? Why are you anxious? Why would you be anxious about creativity? Is my thing. Like if you have an idea for something, just put it out there. Like make the thing and put it out there. I have the opposite. Like if I don't make it, I get anxious. Like I get maybe not anxious, but
You get anxious. That's okay.
I get depressed if I don't if I don't make stuff. I really do.
Like, well, I guess more than anything, I get anxious that people won't get what I'm trying to say in the TikTok, you know, and I'll be like, well, I look foolish, well, I look stupid, well, I look idiotic, just sitting there. Like,
Yes.
I don't know if you've seen it on your FYP, but the Korean cheerleading dance thing that people do, have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
Where they're just like, no, okay.
You don't send me TikToks anymore. You used to send me stuff. Now you don't send me stuff anymore.
Because you never respond when I send it to you. I don't know if you're looking at it or not.
Baby, I don't know, baby. Kyrun just subscribed for 17 months in a row. That's great.
That's wild.
To the AOG network. Shout out to the AOG network.
Yeah, I much love to Age the Geekdom. They've helped us out so many times. People like Fish, Mark Watson. Wow, Mike Watson.
Mark Wahlberg is on AOG.
Tessa, all of them. They're all great people. He sends it to me all the time now. Yes. Okay.
Oh, okay, I see. I understand. Because I didn't put you in a text group. Now you sending stuff to Fish. I got it. I understand.
I will wake up in the morning and have like 8 DMs from Fish, all just reels and TikToks. I'll be like, did you not sleep?
Fish sends me stuff, but it's only like developmental stuff. Like he'll be like, oh, this person is doing this on TikTok. Oh, let me send that to Danny. This is how he can improve his TikTok. And I'm like, hey, man, I appreciate that. I appreciate it for sure.
Yeah, I don't get that. I get this kid got kicked in the nuts 4 times. Look, it shows it over and over again.
Oh man.
I'll be like, all right, Fish. I guess that's what you want to watch.
Okay, I'll take it.
Oh man. All right, so you're gonna focus on Ace Blade.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna. Well, I say that, but the plan is to get to 10 issues, and then, I told this, but to go to the direct market with those 10, and then try to build like a monthly or bi-monthly, rollout after that. So while the 10 are rolling out that year, work on 11, 12, 13, and see, if we can build it, see if they come. Wait, what? If they, saying if you build it, they will come, right?
All right, so I got a question then. And maybe this is something offline we should talk about. But have you considered taking Ace Blade, Even Lumberjacks, Fourth Wall Productions, and bringing it to a bigger publisher, someone that's already established, like a Scout Comics or Massive Publishing? Not necessarily Image yet, but someone that's maybe in that middle range that you want to get to.
I have my goal is to build my own infrastructure, but for this past year has seemed so daunting with that kind of pathway, like building an infrastructure where we produce things, we publish them, we distribute them. Like that whole pipeline seems very daunting to make now for some reason, even though there's so much accessibility. Like Fish literally sent me, the place where he gets, or he can get his comic books printed, and the price is great, but then having to store them and have a you know, like it seems so daunting to do. So I've been considering like massive and image and in places like that. But I would feel like would want to bring something new to them. I would want to bring a new idea to a bigger publisher like that. I want to use Ace Blade to kind of see if I can build my own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
And and that's fine, but at some point, if you hit that wall where you can't move forward,
mhm.
will you reach out to other people?
Absolutely.
I've gotten that request. I mean, you've asked me plenty of times. I know Michael Watson's asked me, "Hey, take all your books from Taurus and just join us. We can build a
Yes.
thing." And I'm like, on the surface, it sounds great. It
Right.
sounds lovely. You guys help me shoulder the costs and the responsibility, but without the costs,
No, you still get all the cost and all the responsibility.
okay.
I just get to put my name on it.
You just get to put your name on it. I just get to put Fourth Wall Productions on that bitch.
Yeah, you just get to put Fourth Wall Productions on there and give me 10 cents off every book. No. But my thing
But
is
then I
that,
get like a penny from that 10 cents because I'm editor in chief, right?
that's right. That's right.
Okay, so I get something back.
Well, it's it's all in there. I had that I think we both have probably had people approach us and be like, "Hey man, I got this idea for a comic, help me make it," and whatever. And I literally have told I probably told over 50 people no, because there's nothing I'm doing that you can't do yourself, in my opinion. There's nothing that I'm doing that you can't do, and I'm not gonna do anything. I don't think that I can add to somebody else's property to make other people want to buy it. In my opinion, especially with indies, they want to hear from the creator. They want to hear from the person who's making the thing. People want to hear from, if they're going to buy it, if they're coming up to your table at a show, they want to hear from you. They want to hear from somebody who's making it, whether it's the writer or the artist or whoever. So me talking about, and I regularly talk about other people's comics on my TikToks. I regularly talk about other people's comics online, and I'm sure that the content helps. It helps to have more content, more people talking about it. But 9 times out of 10, they're going to buy it because they saw you talking about it.
Yeah.
So I do think that it helps to have more content out for people. I've talked about Saw. I've talked about The Surgeon. I've talked about all my favorite indie comics, and I think that we should do that more as a community. But I think it's like I said, 90% of the time it's going to be you, the creator, who gets somebody to buy it, or get somebody to support it, or get somebody to care about it.
I get that. But there is a situation where I guess I look at it like this: Fourth Wall Productions can get to a certain level. It can get to a certain spot, and then that's it. So you either and I mean you personally, are either have to commit full time to making Fourth Wall Productions something else, or move it to somewhere else to make. And when I say move to somewhere else, I mean move it to someplace that's already established in the direct market. Scout Comics and Massive Publishing; these are all companies that are already in the direct market, being published through previews, through Diamond, through Lunar. So you're gonna have to get to there at some point, just to move up into what you're wanting to do. Now you can do that, and then later on break off and build your own thing.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point, and I think we'll cross that road when we get there. Like, I know my intent, like I said, I know everybody's intent is different. Like Imani said, scaling is a challenge no matter how you choose to do it. I just think that the one thing that I learned from my time with Short Fuse was that I really believe that if you create the market for it, then the other stuff will come, right? Like if I have people that want Ace Blade comic books, then we can figure out how to get them to you. If I got, if I print 50,000 Ace Blade comic books and nobody wants them, then like that's a harder hill to climb to me.
Yeah.
I feel like if I tell people about Ace Blade enough, if I get enough people in the market, whatever percentage of the market that is, 0.0002% of the market, to care about Ace Blade, then we can find somebody who will print them for us. We'll find somebody who will do a deal with us to print enough books and ship them out. Once we prove that we have the market for that. Danny working Ace Blade full time, he would. Hey,
right.
Listen, I would love to. I would 100% love to, for sure.
All right, I want to take a moment to shout out Kevin Chapman is in the chat, Chuck Pino in the chat, Kari Middleton, and William Weathers all in the chat. But your comments aren't popping up because for some reason they're only popping up if you're on Facebook on Freestyle Comics page. If you're on our personal pages, I don't know why they're not working, so I'm trying to reach out to you guys right now to let you guys know that. But yes, thank you guys for watching.
Congrats to Kevin Chapman, man. Newly husband, Kevin Chapman, man. Congratulations on the nuptials, and we definitely are hopeful for you and happy for you. And
where was our invite, Kevin?
I didn't get one.
I didn't get one either. So
he sent me a message to tell me he was getting married, but I didn't get an invite. I didn't get like a virtual nothing. It was just, hey, Danny, I'm getting married. And oh man, congratulations! But he didn't send me a ticket or itinerary, nothing. So,
Rod Morgan, YouTube is working fine. We have no issue with that. It's just Facebook that seems to have issues. So, Imani wants to know if you surpassed your sales levels from Short Fuse. I'm gonna tell you, yes, I have surpassed my Short Fuse because I was never a part of
it. Yes, and the answer is yes. I've sold. I think. I've sold more on TikTok than I sold. I sold more on TikTok in 1 year than I sold from our website and from Short Fuse for 4 years. So yes.
I want to highlight this, and I want to say I understand what you're saying, Marvin. I'm just not going to badmouth them in person, but I know what you're talking about, and I agree fully. I'm just using them as a reference of companies that are in the direct market right now that are publishing and getting their stuff distributed to comic stores.
What's going on with them?
If you want, we can talk about it after. I'm just not going to badmouth anybody that could possibly listen in later.
I know Marvin would know though, because Marvin has been getting into the direct market. This dude, Marvin Wynn, is a true hustler, man. Shout out to Comicsburg, man. Y'all out there. He was telling me, I think he was on our show when he was telling us how he was, calling up comic book stores, like literally had the list out, calling up comic book stores and telling them about their books. And I definitely respect that for sure.
Well, since Marvin's here, I want to highlight what he's doing right now because he's got a Kickstarter going for the Edge Trade Paperback Volume 1 and 2. So let's highlight that real quick. I got that set up. Nah, don't do it, Kyron. Send me the notes and invite me. What? Wait, what? Nah, don't do it, Kyron. Send me the notes and invite me, and I'll do it. I appreciate you, Kevin. But Marvin, he's going to be on the show actually next month. But he does have a Kickstarter right now. He just launched it a week ago, and he's doing pretty good, man. He's almost halfway funded within the first week. This is for Volume 1 and 2 of The Edge, which that actually was being distributed or is being distributed through the direct market also. So when we talk to Marvin, we'll talk about his steps that he's doing to grow his plans and his books. And Marvin has it. I like The Edge, especially if you're like, if you remember G.I. Joe, the old 90s super teams, things like that. It gives a lot of that vibe. What?
Yeah, definitely has that kind of vibe to it.
Yeah, so check that out. If you guys want it, please go back here right now.
I just backed it. This is literally my first time hearing about it. Me and Marvin, I follow Marvin stuff online all the time, and I literally had not seen it until you just said it. It's crazy.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm glad I could put you on this game. So we're gonna put Marvin's Kickstarter for The Edge in the chat.
It's crazy, man. And I think and an appearance by Ace Blade in issue 9. Hey, that's
Wait,
what I'm talking
what?
about.
Wait, no, wait, whoa, wait, what?
Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Kyron. Just read the books, all right? Just read the books.
Why is Ace Blade pop up in everybody's book?
Don't worry about it.
You and Danny are all taking samurai classes. Okay.
That's how you were planning to take over the world.
Just have Ace Blade pop up in everybody's book.
He sent me the page a couple years ago. He had sent me, he was like, "Hey man, send me a turnaround of Ace Blade." I was like, "Huh? Okay." I was like, "Okay, cool."
All right. I got two other Kickstarters I want to talk about real quick.
Okay.
Next one is The Fog Within from Sean Wood. This was actually sent to me through our Twitter account. It's actually almost funded within like the first 2 weeks. I think they just launched like a week and a half ago. It looks fairly cool. The artwork looks amazing. And Sean's been showing me some of the stuff on Twitter/X, and it looks like it's an action-packed series. So definitely check that out when you guys have a chance. You have 21 days, but they're almost funded, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I mean,
That's
400 to go. And then last one is one that is not launched yet, but it's coming soon. It's called 10 by Christopher Rhodes. He's got 4 issues coming out. So they're still taking signups for Notify. He has 140 followers, so that's dope, actually, to have that many followers. So go check those out when you guys have a chance, please. Danny, send Kevin a turnaround of Ace Blade.
Easy. Okay. Make it happen.
Brad Arney says he reads the 10 and he likes it. So there you go. If Brad Arney likes it, well, maybe not, because Brad Arney buys everybody's books.
Well, he buys them, but he doesn't say he likes everything. So
that's true. That's very true. Okay. If Brad Arney says it, you guys need to go check it out. Marvin Wynn says, "Don't worry, Kyron, I have a cameo plan for one of your characters."
Make sure
I feel love.
It's Saul. Make sure it's Saul.
But that's the only character anybody know me for. Benfer, BNFER Flores on Facebook says, "Hi, Danny."
Hey, what's going on? Me and Benfer. I don't know his real name, but he did some pieces of Ace Blade way back in the day.
Okay.
Way back in the day. I need to get him back on there, bro. Yeah. He did a dope Ace Blade and King Supreme one too. But anyway, man, what were we just talking about? Because I had a very I had a comment that I want to make. We'll just make
wait. Kevin actually has a great comment. Brad, we do need a tour of your comic collection. And I am 100% serious on that.
Yes, we do.
We need to see every book that you have, because I feel like that's a very extensive collection.
Brad, you could do a whole like centuries worth of TikToks. Like if you literally just take out a book, say, "Hey, this is this book. It is by this person." 15 seconds, 15-second video. This is this book by this person. I bought this whenever. You could literally do a decade of content. Just post one a day. You could do a whole decade of content. But you know,
oh man.
No, I was thinking about the algorithm. So we was talking about Marvin is at his Kickstarter, and Marvin, I read the Edge. I follow Marvin Wynn on multiple accounts, and I had not seen that he was doing a Kickstarter literally until you just said something. And I don't know if it's the algorithms. I don't know what it is, but I had trouble with my my crowdfunding project that I did, a month ago. So,
well, I was just noticing Greg's comments, or Greg posted about that too, that he had somebody reach out to him saying, "I have around 60,000 books."
This man said 60,000.
60,000 books.
Do you have them in a vault somewhere? Like you have a separate house that you keep the books in? What is going on?
Okay, wait. So hold on, because I know just from personal experience, one long box holds roughly about 200, 250 books. So
Bro,
let's do quick math. 250. So that's about 240 long boxes worth of comics.
that is insanity. 240. That's like you literally have to have a whole filing system, a room like available to do that. Thanks, Mohammed. Appreciate that, man. I
That's
have
wild.
5 short boxes. I have 5 short boxes up here with indie and mainstream comics. I finally put all the comics together, alphabetized them.
No, he told his secret. His kids moved out.
Oh yeah.
So he has extra rooms. That makes sense. I swear to God, when my kids move out, it's gonna be a party. The Jason Reeves says the algorithm is murder. That's what I was talking about. Jason Reeves and Greg Elise, they're running Stronghold.
Yeah. Yep.
Greg posted that nobody was able to see Strongholds for some reason. So there is something going on with the algorithm that if you're not paying and if you're not verified, quote unquote verified, people aren't seeing our stuff.
Yep.
Which means we need to fight harder, find different ways to get our work out there. Maybe we shouldn't just primarily focus on Facebook. We need to start focusing on other platforms to make sure we're getting our own word out there and telling people to share our stuff when they see it.
Yeah, I think, and I had to. You need to know this more than anybody, but I
don't need to know nothing. What are you talking about?
My email. I was paying $70 a month for my email subscription thing, right? The $70 so I can send out unlimited emails, and even the emails are not working anymore. I don't know if maybe just oversaturation. I don't know what it is, but I probably sent out 50,000 emails during my campaign, and less than 1% of the support that we got came from the emails that we sent out, which is insanity.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
you know, and it's hard because we're already behind the 8 ball when it comes to marketing in our own right. Like we don't have thousands of dollars to throw into marketing campaigns like the bigger companies do. So now if we're being suppressed because of whatever, it just makes it harder on us. Michael Watson says it is. I don't know what
the algorithm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the algorithm is definitely. Shout out to Mike Watson, man. I don't know how many episodes.
No, we already shouted it out earlier. Remember?
I don't know how many episodes of Chat and Draw he's done, but it's got to be in
the last episode he did was fire with
was it like
what's her name, Adasa?
Yeah, like this dude is just cranking them out.
You know, he is going to be our guest next week. So
yeah. 307 episodes. Yeah,
307 episodes. That's impressive, but still not as impressive as 60,000 comic books by Brad Arney.
Brad Arney, 60,000 comics. He could just go in there and like pick a random book every day for literally the next 10 years. Like crazy.
No, he could do that for over 160 years. Every day, just pick one new comic. How do you read that many books, dude?
Hey, you love comics, man. Just sit down and read them. What have you been reading lately? You been reading anything?
Honestly, no.
Yeah, me either.
Outside of floor plans and no one told me how hard it was to put together a convention. Whoever puts together a convention, y'all should have warned me how much work goes into this shit.
Bro. Event planning is its own. Like they have degrees for event planning because of this reason. Like there's so much stuff that you have to do.
Brad Arney says, "I'm not proud. I have issues." Literally, you have 60,000 issues. But yeah, I did not realize how much of my day would be centered around putting out social media content and answering emails. I just thought I'd just be like, all right, I do like a day's worth for a week. No, this is an everyday thing. I'm running back and forth and answering emails from directors that I have never seen in my life. And I'm like,
Hey, we're gonna have to get you a raise. We're gonna have to get you a raise.
I do feel like I need a more than what I'm getting paid for doing this.
My wife did. You remember when we did the back to school thing a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
Just giving away free backpacks, free, school supplies to kids. We had a couple vendors come out, whatever, but it was so stressful. Like I need to go up there and rub my wife's feet right now because it was so stressful putting together that event for literally 4 hours where we were like, hey, y'all can come out and get some free school supplies. People showed up and it was cool, but the whole vendors and arranging space for people, like, and communicating, that's not something I ever want to do. That's one of those things I never had an idea for, because it's like I already know it's a lot of work, but you got it though. You got it. I know you.
I got it. I mean, we're 2 weeks out from the actual event. Mm-hmm. Everything is set. We're good to go. I really want to know if that comment Imani just put is for Brad, because the idea of Brad putting 60,000 comics into comic bags, just hilarious. Hilarious. Bennifer Flores back on Facebook says, "So good to see you living your dream, Danny. You are the embodiment of doing what you love."
I'm trying to be the very best, like no one ever was.
To catch them is your real test.
To train is my cause. Did you put the comics in the bags? Me? Most of them. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, you missed the Brad comment that he says they are all in bags.
Wow. That's crazy. Hey, that's a full-time. Brad got a full-time job in comics. Like he could probably build. Hey, Brad, you should make a museum, an indie comics museum, like a comic book museum. And
I thought you were going to say he should make a fort with the comics.
A comic fort.
Just stacking them like cards on top of each other. Shit. Brad just derailed my entire train of thought on this whole episode now.
I love it. All
right. Well, we got a couple more minutes because, 5-Star Fridays is starting in 15 minutes.
It's been, oh man, it's already 8:43. This was a fun conversation, man. We should do it more often.
We didn't even talk about what happened today. This is something we've been trying to do for months now. This is going to be, we agreed this season that we're going to do one episode at the end of each month where we just sort of recap our month. We weren't going to have a guest. We weren't going to talk about any specific topics. We were just going to talk. And this was the first month we've been able to do it because we've had so many things pop up and so many amazing guests that said, hey, we need to be on. And we're like, wow, okay, you're right. So Fish, I think we made Fish miss his last show. Honestly. No, because he was on our show and then he had to do 5-Star. I think he did miss that one. But we're going to start doing this again in September, October, November.
Yes.
Oh, no, scratch November, because November, the last episode of that month, will be the Beam Awards results.
Right.
So we are going to be bringing back the Beam Awards, and hopefully we can announce a sponsorship with the Beam Awards.
Okay.
Maybe. Is that considered a sponsor with the thing?
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
All right. Sponsored by
Gemini Couch Supply. Yes.
Wait. I gotta bring that up.
We're gonna do it. The Beam Awards will be sponsored by Gemini Couch Supply. You use the coupon code AceBlade at checkout to get 10% off your order.
Bro, yes. you should reach out to Gemini, see if we can get that done. That'd be so dope.
I will.
All right. Anything though you want to talk about before we go?
I gotta give up my comics, man. I gotta give so many comics.
Why? No, you don't. Apparently, according to Brad, you just gotta get rid of your kids, and you'll be fine.
My daughter's not moving out though. My 18-year-old is still here, and we love to have her, and she's been helpful around the house. So we're gonna keep her for a while, and I'm gonna limit my. I got Shadowhawk #1 in my collection. I'm gonna have.
Wait, which volume Shadowhawk #1? There was 3 before he went into a ongoing series.
Was there?
Yeah.
I got the silver one, the black and white cover.
Okay, that's volume 2, I think. Then.
Oh, well, it's probably gonna be replaced then.
Okay.
I got.
He did like 3 miniseries, and then decided he's just going to do a ongoing series after that.
Most of the stuff I'm gonna keep is gonna be number ones and first appearances. That's the stuff that I really want to have in my collection. Number ones and first appearances. But you know, see, I got Batwing number 1.
You're probably the only person.
I liked Batwing though when it came out. I really did. I enjoyed it.
Is that the one where he was like from Africa or something?
Yes, that was the black one, the black Batman from Africa.
Yeah.
Right at the beginning of Batman Incorporated. And
it was all right. I
liked it.
Yeah, it was cool.
I had just started reading comics then though. So it was like
you didn't have anything to compare it to. You're just like, oh, this is cool.
I really didn't. I really did. I was like, oh, I like this story. This is all right. I got Starcore number 1.
Yeah, you better have that.
I'm not getting rid of my indie books though. Like most of my mainstream stuff, I'm gonna put up. I got multiple copies of like Hardware and Icon. And
I love the fact that you said Hardware and then showed the Icon book. Then you said Icon and showed the Hardware book, and it's like, all right, you basically just said they all look alike.
And the Shadow Cabinet. I got multiple copies of these books, so I'm probably be getting rid of those. But I gotta make some space because I got too many Ace Blade books around here. Too many Ace Blade books. And once I get to 10, we're gonna focus on just graphic novels and stuff. So we'll see.
Okay. All right, man.
Yes, Amani, for sure. Absolutely. Definitely gonna hit 100 very soon.
All right. Well, we got to end the show. I wish we could have done some quick takes, but
I was thinking about sending you some quick takes from Kyrun, but you would have seen it. It would have been. Quick takes. I was trying to fill the time until like 8:58, so that you couldn't do it, but I knew it was coming.
No, I really I got nothing.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
I always have that set to go.
Yeah,
I really don't have anything set. So I'll have some questions for you.
Okay.
All right, man. This was fun.
Top 5 90s comics.
Spawn number 1. Youngblood number 1. X-Men number 1. Death of Superman. And I
feel like Spider-Man should be in there somewhere.
No.
Spider-Man?
No. I want to say Batman when he gets his back broken. I really do. Because that was the epitome of 90s grit. But yeah, I'll go Batman getting his back broken.
Okay. No milestone in there, nothing.
No.
What comics do you have in your collection that will never leave?
My Hot Shot number 1. That one.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever get rid of my collection because I'm not a comic collector. I read comics for the enjoyment, not for the collecting. So I don't think there will be anything that I ever won't get rid of. I think they're just going to stick with me forever.
I got the OG Hot Shot comics.
Oh, so pretty. So pretty.
And you know who got me these?
I'm going to say Michael Watson.
Nope. It's Mr. 60,000.
And he's like, I would have had 60,001, but
Terrible.
All right, man. I guess let's do our regular stuff. Where can people check you out and follow you online?
Yes. If you want to find me, the best place to find me is our website, fourthwallpros.com. And if you want to find me on social media, it's at the Ace Blade. Kyrun, where can people find you?
You can find me at tourscomics.com. I am on all social media platforms at tourscomics. You can also find me in 2 weeks on September 12th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Crocker Art Museum, downtown Sacramento. I'll be talking with Derek Robertson, co-creator of The Boys. I'll be talking with Kevin Keith, creator of the Hulu TV series Woke. I'll be talking with a bunch of other comic creators. We're going to have Nintendo down there. They're going to have a setup to play some games. We're going to have some lightsaber battles. We're going to have a cosplay contest. So if you are in the general Sacramento area, come down to the Crocker Art Museum September 12th, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. But you can also find us, this podcast, at fourtailspodcast.com. That is the number 4, TALES podcast.com. You can listen to our previous episodes. You can buy some merchandise, buy some coffee, all that good stuff helps support us. But please join us next week where we will have the epic one, Michael Watson. We're going to be talking about, I'm assuming, Hot Shot, but we might bring up some other things that,
Shot 12, I think.
Oh, I guess. I don't. He's got so many. He's like you. I just figure he's at like issue 112 right now.
I'm trying to keep up.
All right. But until next time, everybody, sayonara, goodbye, and please take care of yourselves.
I want to know what it is Quick is trying to say.